I decided to go snowshoeing today, and I got to a spot in the mountain where the snow is a bit harder than I expected, and it's like a crust you have to break, and it gets deep, and it's difficult to move forward, so can't really drag your feet like you normally do through powder, through fresh snow or even older snow, but this one has a thick crust of about 10 centimeters. Then underneath the snow is softer, and you have to break that crust like an icebreaker. Yeah, and it's you get deep in there, then you have to bring your other leg and lift up because you don't want to keep breaking that ice layer. It's hard on your body and your muscles, and then you get the other one, and I did not go too far, maybe 100 meters, more than 100 meters, but I'm happy. I did what I planned to do, and I thought I will find a piece of quietness. But about maybe 200-300 meters away from me, there is a dog sledding or some sort of a adventure operation, business operation, and they have probably over 30 dogs. I drove my car in there to find a parking spot, and I saw how many dogs, and they were all noisy, and I thought I can find a parking spot somewhere else. And today I want to talk about how you spoil the kids and why it's detrimental for their future. Probably I touched this topic in a different other video in the past, but since I'm here, I want to talk about it again. I'm quite sure you can find more like advanced or professional level or complex information about the topic, but it's for those who are watching this channel or these recordings. If you find anything useful. So at the Christmas time, people want to buy love. I mean, they don't think that way. They think, okay, I'm loving my kids and I want to show that love through as many presents as I can afford. So they push their boundaries, and especially when you have a credit card, piece of plastic that give you yeah, the fake power of purchase or buying power. So it's not your money. You use someone else's money, and at some point you have to pay back. And then some people complain, oh yeah, I don't have money, or credit card company are chasing me, are calling me all the times. Yes, why? Because you tried to impress, or you tried to buy love for people. So you get some love back because you think if you stop loving with material things, because that's the way you teach people around you. If you keep making presents, buying presents to those people, those are the dogs. Howling. Uh, you set some expectations, so people expect something from you. That's funny. Like a wolves. Wow. But they are dogs. And so that's why I stopped talking, so you can have a similar experience. So at the workplace, at the office, whatever, um, if you respond to the demand because you think that they will take your job away from you, and which happens if you don't perform, then you are replaceable all the times. So if you live in fear that you will lose some benefits like your work position, your job, or whatever, then you perform. But there are companies who that don't have a standard for what's the level of performance they should expect from employees. If you go to an older company that has a product line that's it's already established in the market, they know this worker is supposed to assemble this piece in an hour and a half. That's the standard. And if you underperform, they probably will warn you, and they will find a replacement. But there are companies who do custom jobs like contractors, and they sometimes hire new employees, and they kind of know how long it takes to do this job. But if the customers are all different, and if it's not a high production manufacturing environment, so let's say a contractor go to repair a HVAC, air conditioning into an office. Yeah, all the offices are different, all the customers are different. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it's snow. The technician has to clear the snow on the roof where the air conditioner is located, and it's all variable. So they have kind of a rough idea how long it's supposed to take, and they set an expectation. And if that employee meet the criteria because of being afraid not losing a job, or there's another younger dude in the company, a younger person in the company who can do that faster for less money, then there is that type of feeling in the company. You have to go to your peak. And same happens in a marriage, in love. Actually, it's not love. Love is a bit different. In a couple, when people are thinking that they have to perform a certain level, and they do it the way the society taught them to do. It's like you buy this, you buy a ring, expensive ring, so you show love. And if you don't do that, your partner, your woman, or something like that, is going to compare you with someone else. So when it's a trade, that happens when it's a trade. When it's love, you have a heart for that person, so you feel connected. And you go through challenges, you go through down times, sickness and all that stuff, and you have compassion, or you have understanding, because there is a bond through love. But when it's a trade, like lots of couples go through that, or any other relationship, like I said, workplace relationship where it is a trade, a real trade. So you perform something in exchange for money. And if you take that mentality in your family and you start teaching your kids, because kids receive and they don't know reality. When they are born, they have to learn everything from scratch, almost everything from scratch. So they don't know. And if you start teaching them, this is the way you do it, this is the way you buy the love, and you're still dumping lots of presents to buy their love. And also they compare, they look around. Oh yeah, that kid got more stuff, a better laptop, better cell phone. Okay, oh, that means their parents love them more. They don't know the reality, and they have no idea what's love. It might be a feeling, but depends. You teach them what's love. And if you teach them by buying them material things, that's their understanding of love. It's a feeling connected to a reward. Like you feed the dog will love you. If you keep the dog hungry, beat up the dog or whatever, keep the dog outside, the dog might still love you. But who knows? Depends of the dog, depends on how long you keep that dog hungry. Until someone is going to come around and feed the dog with better food. So the dog say, it's a good feeling coming from somewhere else. Okay, now what's what's real? What's good for me? What's feed me? What keeps me alive? Yeah, same thing with kids, same thing with adults. And it's a fine line. It's difficult to change those people's minds. Once you taught them how to behave, what's love, what's the reward, what's the payment, what it takes to get a hug, to get love, to get food. It's if you teach the kids that it's all an exchange, then you set also expectation, and there are times when you can't perform, and they will start shifting their focus towards someone else who may provide more. And if it happens that your life partner is not in a good relationship with you, then that person might want to grab the kids' love and might buy kids' love through more presents, more uh, goodies, better food, whatever, all sort of tricks. And yeah, that's kind of a part of being human. It's not always the way you expect, but if you learn from your past mistakes, if you learn from other people's mistakes, you may watch some video like that. Someone might describe human attitude, human behavior, then you have a chance to avoid the pitfalls. So my point is, then I can conclude this video. You have young kids, don't make them think that material goods equal to love. Those are totally different things. Is maybe help them to learn, help them to appreciate things, but love is totally different story. And also when you start giving them too many of those, because you keep raising the bars, you realize that the kids don't respond the same way. So first, when they are younger, you give them something cool they love or something they wanted, they fall in love with it or something, they're excited. Next year you add two more presents to the whole package, to the whole experience during Christmas or New Year, whatever, and they get excited. But maybe they have a point of reference. They compare to their friends. Oh yeah, my friend told me yesterday they will get this or they got that, and they set an expectation. And when you give them some presents and they expect something else, they are going to be disappointed. And you look at their expression, their emotions, and you read them, and you think, oh, I did not make them happy. How to do it? Then next time you buy more, because you learn from your past mistakes and you buy them more. But maybe their friends get through the same thing. And especially when you live into a neighborhood where people show off or they buy status or they have disposable income, and you try to keep up, to catch up with the demand, to keep up with your neighbors, with your friends, peers, or at work or something, and you struggle and you try to buy that love, and you are losing ground, and you are panicked, or you are concerned that your kids will stop loving you. So you raise the bar, you teach your kids how to behave and what to expect, And what happens, because I was going to conclude the video, but uh, these dogs sound very nice, so I, I was thinking to keep recording this one. What happens when they grow up as adults? They don't have a clear reality. What's love? What's material love? And also, they get bored very easily with simple things in life, and they will suffer in their relationship because getting bored very easily. They will get bored with people as well, because you were taught that you have a toy. Okay, you have another one lined up for you. Okay, you got 5 toys lined up, this present, then okay, you expect that someone will buy you more toys, more stuff. So when you get bored, you go back and you get from your parents something, and all the way up till you are on your own. You keep disposing stuff, disposing toys, disposing new stuff. You don't finish projects, you don't finish books, because you are seeking for quick gratification, and always something else comes up. And now you get a credit card as a young adult. I'm talking about the kids. So the credit card and buying stuff in order to buy happiness, because these kids don't know exactly what love is. So they buy happiness through material things, and when they are at the time of building a relationship with people, they may be happy for a while, then uh, that relationship becomes dull very quickly, because they keep raising the bar, they keep expecting more and more and more. And of course, in a town, in a big city, there are always available other options, and they start fooling around. And that's one of the reasons in the modern world the divorce rate is way higher than at the countryside or in the old times, because people don't know to explore one toy, one person, one relationship for longer. They don't know how to cherish it and how to look for all the possibilities and go back to it, to the old memories, good times, and you restart to play with the same toy and stuff, or the same person. You know, if we stop this availability, if we could, then those young people would think, it's nothing else waiting for me. The same you can do with the toys. You tell them, you know what, this is your toy this year, that's it. I don't have anything else. You'll take it or leave it. And you don't have to be that blunt, but you have to make them understand, you know, I bought it, I love you, and let's explore it, or let's teach you how to explore this game or this toy. And I can tell you, you will not expect something else. You can't expect something else, because I won't give you something else. And if you cut the internet or any other type of source of entertainment that gives them this type of gratification, then probably they will have no choice than going back to that book you bought for them, or that toy, or that game, whatever. Or if it's a social game, family game, yeah, they will go back to that, because they will get an emotion that they are looking for. But if they know that they can get a more intense emotion from different thing, then they expect something else, and they get bored with the first thing. And when it's nothing else, uh, their expectation is not met, it leads to frustration. Frustration leads them to depression later. But frustration make the people alter their reward system, like expecting much, expecting, and not getting it, and make some people want to beat that reward system or re-enable it or reactivate it at the same level they expect. And drugs are there, are available for them. So some people go to drink, some people go to other type of substances, but in a city place, in a city life, you can get drugs, and people don't understand how come their child got from here to there. They don't know. They saw it getting there, but they don't understand whose fault is, how come, when it happened. Because if you are with a kid only a couple of hours a day, then they go to school, and 8 hours a day they are surrounded by other type of people you can't control. Environment is different. The teachers have most of the time, like more time to connect with your kids, so they get indoctrinated by the school. They have to follow different set of rules. They come home a different environment, different way of thinking. It's confusing. Then they get bored. School is like work for them if they don't enjoy school, and lots of other factors that makes the kids get off the track and find happiness in something else or with someone else. Okay, so those are my points. When you have the kids young, don't teach them that love is something material. Okay, so make them understand. But first off, you need to understand what's love, so you can pass on that feeling and that skill how to find love. Because if you don't understand it, if you are part of that generation who grew up in a city with all things available, then you may not know how to teach your kids what's real love. Okay, I'll let you go. See you later. Bye bye.